Hello. In this video, we are going to do a, let's say, 5 minutes introduction to music history of the Western world. So, the music history as it is conceived in traditional studies starts with the music of ancient Rome back, let's say, 2000 years ago, and ends in 20th century. So it covers basically a span of 2000 years. And it refers to the music that was done mainly in Europe and also in North America. For the first 1000 years, we have very little information about how the music was done. And with regards, for instance, to the Roman Empire or the Greeks, we only have, let's say, the archaeology of music history. That's it. That is, we can see some paintings, or we can have some physical instruments painted in a graving, for instance. So we can imagine what will be, let's say, the sound of that music. But we don't have any language that allows it to reproduce it today. So we know that music was an important part of the ancient world, both at popular and also within the intellectuals. Especially among the intellectuals and the philosophers of the ancient world, music was thought about the order of the stars. It referred to the architecture of the cosmos. But we cannot cover this topic now. The notation, the first notations of music, appears around the 10th century with the neumas. And from there, and also from the tradition of Gregorian chant, we can have some ideas on how the music was, especially within the Catholic Church. But in this video, I want to cover the main periods that divide the music in the conventional Western music as we know today. We call it ancient music until the Renaissance, which is around the 15th century. That will include the Trecento and the Quattrocento in Italy. Then we have the Renaissance period with musicians such as Monteverdi, for instance, or Cristobal de Morales, which started to develop more and more all the polyphony possibilities. After that period, that goes until the 17th century, then we have the Baroque period, which is, well, all the counterpoint style is developed, being the main author of this period, Johann Sebastian Bach. when this Baroque period ends, in the 18th century, we have the classical period, which includes such as important composers such as Mozart, Haydn, and most of the work of Beethoven. Then we will have the 19th century and the first third of the 20th century for the Romantic period, which contains most of the composers that we currently listen to, such as Brahms, Schumann, Schubert, Liszt, Debussy, Ravel, Rachmaninoff, and there are different subperiods within this Romantic period, and also different tendencies. We have nationalists, we have the impressive, such as Debussy, or we have the expressionists, such as Ravel. And nationalist composers will be those that tend to create a national entity of their music. In the Spanish area, we will have Albéniz or Granados or Turina. Then in the contemporary music, we have like a revolution of all these styles and the abandon of the traditional harmony. With authors like Arnold Schoenberg or Stockhausen, for instance, or Alban Berg or Weber, which are the main components of the Vienna school. After this vanguard period, in the last 30 to 40 years, the styles of the current composers has varied a lot, and it is difficult to establish which is the current dominant style. To sum up, we can state that we have the ancient music, which covers all the Middle Ages, which is also called Ars Antiqua, Ars Nova. Then we have the Renaissance. Then we have the Baroque. And finally, we have the Romantic period. Sorry, we have the Classical period, the Romantic period. So those are the main periods that we know to divide the Western music history. I hope that this video has helped clarify some concepts about music history in a very basic level, of course. Thank you.